Well, we're talking about extinguishing life. We're talking about those who purposely extinguish life, who previously, who murdered yesterday, who murdered today, and looking forward to murdering tomorrow. These are the people we really talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A deviant. Those who disrespect their duties, their God-bound bodies that God put them in. The responsibility that was given to a man. You got responsibilities, duties.
That's just true. You put it that way, yeah.
No matter what color, no matter what language, all males got to know their duties. You know your duties. So in this country, through the laws, it's not recognized that male and male is a crime. To have a man walk down the street holding the hand of another man is a crime. To have that man with the Bible marrying man and man and saying they got laws and protections is a crime. This is the result I'm talking about. This is, and it's not noticed. You've been taken advantage of. Your loving, caring, understanding, and your docile way is living as an innocent on this planet. Fucks you up. You yet to make your progressional understanding, which I'm no professional. I didn't go to Harvard. I didn't go to Oxford. I do go to Yale. Yeah, I mean, I will Yale my way through them shit. Yeah, I mean? Yeah. You've been taking advantage of your kindness. Been taking it in the form of weakness. You don't recognize, you don't see. That's what they do in this world, yo. Another word for you being a guest on this planet, a black man, a male, a father, a brother, a cousin, a son, you're an investigator, yo. To your own knowledge, you don't know why you was born. But yet you on this planet with all this wrong going on. You don't think you need to have to bear witness a understanding of an investigator too? Don't when you cook your food, you become a chef for you? Don't when you cut your hair, you become a barber for you too? So you need to investigate what's going on in this world, not for you, but for the others who hold things true. You can give an accurate account, sincerely, in what you saw. And what you was advocating for those had to stop, turn back, and advocate no more. Pick up the pendulum. Learn how respectful to stay, yo, without giving nothing. Because honor is something, which is God. Like, you know how fucked up it is for him to see his good children or his good kids. Kids means knowledge, intelligence, and disciplines. Yo, praying and helping others who are unworthy because we lack the strength to just cut people off and tell them what's real because all we identify was right now is 10 commandments. We knew that God Santa Mosiah Guahia wrote things down. 10 commandments, not 10 opinions. He didn't give 10 opinions of what you could think. He gave 10 commandments. Follow this shit. So why everybody stuck in that Bible? I know in the stone tablets, 10 commandments was written. I don't know what else was written that's fraudulent. I don't think the 10 commandments are fraudulent.
I definitely don't think so. I think that 10 commandments is just the commandments of law and law of the land.
This is what I suspect also. So the nefarious ones, the ones who take advantage of the kindness of the other ones, the deviants. You locking up the murderers who kill with the gun. You locking up the murderers who kill with the knife. You locking up the murderers who kill with the DUI. Lock up the men who derelict in their duties and use their bodies as a weapon with another man. If you got a desire to be with another man, understand you are sick, yo. You know what I mean? Whether you got, a cold or a headache, yo, or an infection or whatever it is, you don't see, yo. First of all, on this planet, all males are taught to notice all things, especially beautiful things. We acknowledge the sun, the air, the water, and all we need. And then the fourth degree is the woman. Who the fuck want to come on a planet without a woman?
Man,
No man.
yeah.
God gave us us and our counterparts, our women.
Yeah.
The world ain't worth living in without the woman. So when the corruption begun and the insidious ones moving in this cancerous thought of a deviancy. See, an addict, they used to laugh at them at New Jack City and saw the crack addicts, and when the crack epidemic hit, they laughed at those. They addicts. They addicts. First of all, we all addicts. When we was introduced to L, we've been breathing ever since. We do everything to keep that shit, and we'll kill a motherfucker who try to stop us from getting ours. We addicts in the worst ways, and with nature, just like nature, we don't play. You know what I mean? So we all addicts, but we wasn't addicts to substance and matters that mattered less than that matter. Here you go, we living and breathing. The hypocrite in history looks back and says, yo, why they talked about so many others? Look at the diabetics who need insulin. Look at the other addicts. You know what I mean? The addicts. You know what I mean? A diabetic is an addict now. They drug dependent on living. You know what I mean? The society changed these people, or God, whoever, changed the thought, the people of those who lived in the hypocrisy of history, judging others while not pretending they can be judged. You know, it's a fallacy that came to fruition, and nobody pays attention. Yo, all things in this world are thrown at you. No matter what's thrown at you, you got to have supreme discipline. Notification and modification, notification and moderation. No matter what it is, you got to know how to do it more, do it less, or find a balance to stay fully blessed. No matter what it is. You got people talking about you're an addict to cocaine, and you're an addict to heroin, and you're an addict to weed, and you're an addict. Yeah, but don't get mad at me. I didn't make it. God made coca leaves. God made the poppy seeds. God made marijuana. This planet, he put us on. So whatever he put here, you got to show some modification, moderation, and discipline so you can understand. Because they don't put these laws on us and these restrictions on us. You know, it's a difficult road we travel as we try to stay sane. It's moving through 2026 in the first quarter, y'all. Here go January, here go February. February comes Black History Month, where we reminded of all our ancestors who was murdered, just like Jesus was murdered. Yo, these novelties of thought are difficult, yo, because there's no progression in our people, no reparations, no compensatory damages, no survival atrocity payments, no acknowledgement of financial understanding and understating the business of understanding. These are the lives we live in right now, yo, and we rare species and endangered species for having to endure so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's facts. Ain't no but facts. It's nothing else. Ain't nothing to deny it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Yeah, we as a people. 2026, yo, first quarter, full court press. Put us through that mess. Got us thinking about our ancestors and going through a Black History fucking month with no reparations, no money told. While we got it's full cultures of people that receive atrocity payment. That's the ones that the Jews who went through what they went through with Hitler, the Japanese Americans, the Indians, of course, you know what I mean? They receive reparations. And then even those who helped in the 9/11 survivors, which we don't knock, we understand that. But damn, aren't all we really talking about is surviving the atrocity, the previous devastations that happened in our past and our people that tried to wipe us all out, and yet we're still here, but it's not being acknowledged. And like in the conditions of being labeled a rare species, an endangered species, PETA comes out. When they find out you're rare and endangered, you need protections. You know what I mean? They got to make sure it's an essential understanding that you must survive now that we know the least of you are here.